una visione diversa della vita. Notice that we just created a UN cluster in Bangalore with my colleague from the Goethe Institute and the Consulate of Italy. So now we have a cultural cluster and we work, you see, together. A different language is a different vision of life. A different language is a different vision of life. So speaking different languages gives you the opportunity to actually see life in 3Ds, see life for what it's really all about. So once again, I would like to thank you and congratulate you for such initiative, because that's the type of initiative that makes us grow in important ways. Merci beaucoup, thank you.
ಅಲಯನ್ಸ್ ಫ್ರಾಂಕ್ವಾ ಡಿ ಬ್ಯಾಂಗಳೂರಿನ ನಿರ್ದೇಶಕರು ಮಿಸ್ಟರ್ ಜೀನ್ ಮಾರ್ಕ್ ಡೇಪಿಯರ್ ಅವರು ತುಂಬ ಅದ್ಭುತವಾಗಿ ಮಾತಾಡಿದ್ರು. ಒಂದು ಕಥೆಯಿಂದ ಅವರು ಪ್ರಾರಂಭಿಸ್ತಾರೆ. ಮನುಷ್ಯ ಯಾಕೆ ದ್ವೇಷ ಮಾಡ್ತಾನೆ ಅಂದರೆ, ಮನುಷ್ಯ ದ್ವೇಷ ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಕಾರಣ ಅವನಲ್ಲಿರೋ ಭಯ. ಭಯ ಯಾಕೆ ಬಂತು ಅಂದರೆ ಸಂವಹನದ ಕೊರತೆ ಇರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾನೆ. ಆವಾಗ ಅವನ ಮುಷ್ಟಿಯನ್ನು ಬಳಸ್ತಾನೆ. ಭಾಷೆ ಬಳಸೋದಕ್ಕೆ ತಿಳಿವಳಿಕೆ ಇಲ್ಲದೆ ಇರೋನು, ಪದಗಳ ಕೊರತೆ ಇರೋನು ತನ್ನ ಮುಷ್ಟಿಯನ್ನು ಬಳಸೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಮುಖ್ಯವಾಗಿ ಬೇಕಾಗಿರೋದು ಶಿಕ್ಷಣ. ತುಂಬ ಅದ್ಭುತವಾದ ಭಾಷಣವಾಗಿತ್ತು. ಧನ್ಯವಾದಗಳು ಸರ್. ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು ಸೋ ಮಚ್ ಸರ್. ಇಟ್ ವಾಸ್ ಅ ವಂಡರ್ಫುಲ್ ಟಾಕ್.
Merci, Monsieur, for bringing to our young audience the importance of languages, a testament to the motto of Center for Global Languages, where we believe through languages we are creating a global connect. I now request our guest of honor, a cultural leader, Dr. Michel Eist, Director of Goethe Institute, Max Muller Bhavan, Bengaluru, to address the gathering.
Namaskara. I am aware that I am the last guest speaker today, and I am standing between you and your lunch. So I ask you to bear with me and give me another 5 minutes of your attention, and then it will be the end of my input. I want to first address the Honorable Vice Chancellor, Professor B. Ramesh. I want to address Dr. Venkatesh, and of course all the distinguished guests and dignitaries, faculty and students here today. On behalf of the Goethe Institute, Max Muller Bhavan, I want to thank the Center for Global Languages at Bangalore City University for inviting me to speak at your international conference on language culture. I would like to talk to you about the role that the Goethe Institute plays in this context. Dr. Venkatesh has already introduced the Goethe Institute to you. We are Germany's cultural institute, active worldwide. We promote the study of German abroad and encourage international cultural exchange. We also provide information about the cultural, social and political life in our country. In Bangalore, we've been for nearly 65 years, and we are very proud that we'll be celebrating our anniversary next year, strongly rooted in Karnataka. Here in India, the Goethe Institute's namesake is Max Muller, scholar, philologist and Indologist who dedicated his whole life to the study of Indian languages and scriptures. His research challenged and enriched the Western understanding of Indian culture. Inspired by this legacy, the Goethe Institute, Max Muller Bhavan, Bangalore has been committed to fostering mutual understanding between Germany and India for the last 6 decades. To achieve this, we focus on the fields of language, culture and information, and I want to share some of our activities with you today. The Goethe Institute is the first point of contact for anyone who wants to study the German language. We offer language courses on all levels and examinations for those who need a certificate for their university studies or a job opportunity in Germany. And in recent years, we have seen a growing interest among young people like the students here in this auditorium to go to Germany, where skilled workers from abroad are in high demand. We, of course, are delighted about this interest in Germany. At the same time, moving to a different country doesn't come without its challenges. There's a new culture rating, a new community rating, and we believe that preparation is the key to a successful transition. For that reason, we run a project called My Journey to Germany. We have a dedicated person at our institute to provide information, to give advice, and to answer questions that young people wanting to move to Germany may have, helping them to successfully shape the migration process. We also have a lot of teachers here in the room, I believe, so I would also like to highlight the important role of our teachers at the day out, share their passion for the German language with their students and talk about their experiences with Germany. Their dedication in the classroom makes a big difference and is certainly essential for successful language learning. Beyond our institute, we also have schools in Karnataka and Kerala where we offer trainings for teachers of German and organize activities for school kids. Besides being a place of language learning, the Goethe Institute is also a platform for intercultural exchange between Germany and India. Together with our local partners, we organize cultural events and programs across all artistic disciplines, from dance to theater, from music to literature. A good example for this kind of meaningful and sustainable exchange between Germany and India is our residency program, the Bangalore Residency. With this residency, we welcome 10 artists from Germany per year to spend 8 weeks in Bangalore with our cultural partners to get inspired by our artistic projects. Similarly, with our Bangalore Residency Expanded program, we invite Indian artists to go to Germany, to live there, to work there for a couple of months. And with this deep dive into each other's culture, the residency program allows artists from India and Germany to expand their artistic new creative environments. Making information about Germany easily accessible for everyone is one of the aims of our institute's very own library. This library offers about 5,000 books, magazines, and other media in German and on Germany, as well as access to a huge digital library. Our students visit the library every day to read, to study, or to attend one of our many events. And for all those who can't read, we have a translation grant at the Goethe Institute with which we support the translation from German to Kannada without the mediation of English. Just this month, the novel Vatermal by Nishati Usiri was published by the Bangalore-based publisher Chanda Pustaka in Kannada. The translation will be launched in the presence of the translator Harsha Raghuram at the upcoming Bangalore Literature Festival. Coming back to the legacy of Max Müller, we are proud to be connecting Kannada and German, two languages with long and rich literary histories, thereby building bridges between cultures, languages, and people. Creating these connections has not become easier in a polarized world full of conflicts and crises. But especially in these challenging times, institutions like the ones represented here today at this international conference that believe in collaboration and communication must continue working towards our common goal, mutual understanding. And on that hopeful note, I would like to thank once again Bengaluru City University for inviting me to speak here today and for organizing this wonderful event. And I wish you 2 days filled with inspiring conversations. Thank you very much.
ವನಿನ ನಿರ್ದೇಶಕರು ಮೈಕಲ್ ಹೇನ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಅವರು ಅವರ ಸಂಸ್ಥೆಯ ಕೊಡುಗೆಗಳನ್ನು ಮತ್ತು ಅನುವಾದಕ್ಕೆ ಸಂಬಂಧಪಟ್ಟ ಹಾಗೆ ಕನ್ನಡ ಮತ್ತು ಜರ್ಮನಿ ಪುಸ್ತಕಗಳ ಅನುವಾದ ಮತ್ತು ಹೇಗೆ ಜರ್ಮನ್ ಭಾಷೆಯನ್ನು ಕಲಿಬಹುದು ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿಗಳು ಮತ್ತು ಕರ್ನಾಟಕದಲ್ಲಿರೋರು ಅನ್ನೋದ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ತಿಳಿಸಿದರು. ಧನ್ಯವಾದಗಳು ಸರ್. ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು ಸರ್ ಫಾರ್ ಯುವರ್ ಸ್ಪೀಚ್.
Vielen Dank, Herr Dr. Michel Ernst. We now move to a truly joyful moment, one that carries the quiet triumph of many late-night efforts by our paper presenters and the conference team. It is time for the release of the conference souvenir. This souvenir book brings together nearly 100 abstracts carefully selected from a much larger pool after a thorough and discerning review process. It stands as a multilingual celebration of scholarship with contributions in Kannada, English, French, German, Spanish, and Tibetan to the rich linguistic tapestry that this conference embodies. And of course, this is only the pre-journal. Carrying rigorously reviewed research papers will follow after the event, a lasting academic imprint of our collective endeavors. The souvenir and all the digital material required for the conference has been designed by Mr. Shrikant SV from EcoMini Studios.
ಈಗ ಸ್ಮರಣಿಕೆ ಬಿಡುಗಡೆ. ಸುಮಾರು 100 ಸಂಶೋಧನಾ ಲೇಖನಗಳ ಸಾರಾಂಶವನ್ನು 6 ಭಾಷೆಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಮುದ್ರಿಸಲಾಗಿದೆ. ಕನ್ನಡ, ಇಂಗ್ಲಿಷ್, ಫ್ರೆಂಚ್, ಜರ್ಮನ್, ಸ್ಪ್ಯಾನಿಷ್, ಟಿಬೇಟಿಯನ್ ಭಾಷೆಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಈ ಸಂಶೋಧನಾ ಲೇಖನ ಸಾರಾಂಶಗಳ ಮುದ್ರಿಸಿ ಬಿಡುಗಡೆ ಮಾಡಲಾಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಇವಾಗ.
We now have the privilege of inviting our Honorable Vice Chancellor, Professor Ramesh B. Sir, to felicitate our distinguished guests, whose contributions to continue to shape and elevate the world education. May I first invite Professor Fadi Fadel, our inaugural speaker, to kindly come forward for the felicitation. Big round of applause, please. I now request Mr. Jigme Saltram, our chief guest, to please step forward for the felicitation. May I now request Professor Rajendra Chenni, our keynote speaker, to please come forward for the felicitation. Invite Monsieur Jean-Marc Despiers, our guest of honor, to please step forward. now request Dr. Michelle Einst, our guest of honor, to kindly come forward.